Oh, caught me skipping, you did, but guess what? You can skip the drive-up window and the fast food line because we're showing you how to make the Egg McMuffin. Doubling it up, Cowboy size, with a real piece of thick hog meat on there. I'm talking ham and a special sauce that goes on both them toasted little McMuffins. Ain't no waiting in line at the drive-up window for this one. Come on, I'm gonna get the grill hot and ready to go. Yes, I need a number 1 and a large unsweet iced tea. Well, folks, last time you seen me here, we was doing something about the Cowboy Big Mac version. Well, we're finna make the McMuffin all over we are, so stay tuned. Well, there it is, the Egg McMuffin. Hey, thank y'all for stopping by the backyard on a glorious day. And what are we talking about? That McDonald's favorite sandwich for breakfast? What? An Egg McMuffin. Yeah. But you know when you get theirs, it's got that little old piece of see-through Canadian bacon ham that you can use as an eye test and still read the words down at the end. Well, folks, we finna jazz this deal up. We're gonna put some hog meat on there that is worthy to be on the Cowboy style Egg McMuffin. And we're gonna put some good cheddar cheese on there, and I got a little sauce that we're gonna spread on the top because theirs comes sort of dry. But guess what? We ain't just using one egg. We're gonna double up the dose, folks, because you get this big old piece of ham on there, you're gonna need 2 eggs to hold that hog on there before it floats off. So let's get it to going, and I wanna show y'all how easy it is to make, and you'll be making it for breakfast and not even have to go to the drive-up window. Here it is, folks, them golden arches. Now, when did the Egg McMuffin get its start? 1972. It was a big year, 1972 was. Things was going great. And guess what? They come out with this sandwich to try to mimic sort of an Eggs Benedict on a bun to get it to going, but I didn't see no sauce on it. So remember when we did the Big Mac and we deconstructed and reconstructed and we went from here to here? Yep, folks, it went pretty viral. Got over 1 million real quick, it did. So let's see what's in the sack. Look, what does it say, Big? It says, what? Egg McMuffin. So, the Big says we should inspect this deal. There it is, folks. Looky there. So
this is already getting tail wags.
They got their little bun toasted. I like that. And here is this little bitty cackleberry that the yeller has been broken so it would spread out there a little. And here's the kicker for me, folks, if we can get this off there. This is, I mean, I can see through this. This is what they call Canadian bacon. We're gonna put some real ham on it, and then they got some of that there just old regular plastic cheese on there and melted on the bun. So, Big, we're gonna put this all back together for the time being, wrap it up, put it in a sack, because we're gonna have a comparison. We are. So, what are we talking about? Let's talk about ham first. Ham. That is some ham.
And it's not going to fit on a bun.
Yeah, we can make it fit on the bun, but we got to open it first. And guess what? Ken ain't got no knife. Well, knife in hand now, and let's talk about ham steak. Now, this is just a cured piece of ham that you can bring home, and we used to have it a lot. And then you can fry it up, bake it up, grill it up, whatever you're going to do. But folks, this is what the Cowboy Egg McMuffin starts with. Well, you remember now that little bitty piece of ham that didn't even stick out past the bun there. It didn't even come over the McMuffin. So remember when you was like in the 1st grade and you was coloring and they said stay in the lines? Folks, I don't want you to stay in the lines on this one. This is just sort of a temporary guide. I just want you to put it on there somewhere like this here and take your coloring stick and let's just slice it around there to where it will fit on the Egg McMuffin. So what happens? This goes on the grill. Yes, it does. So we're just going to place it right over here on some hotness. I hear a little sizzle there. Now, we're going to make one of these, but this recipe you can double and triple and make as many as you want. So while that's going on, let's talk about how they get that round egg. You know, chickens lay an egg and it's sort of oblong in different shapes. In fact, let me just show you some. Okay, white egg, brown egg, and see, they got this shape. So how did they get them into this spherical circumstance, Shan? Do you know?
A spherical circumstance.
Well, folks, you can use a variety of things. A mason jar lid. Today, Kent is going all out, and we're using the tin can method.
What did that come from?
This come from some, remember that tuna video we did, Shan? You know, the tuna melt?
Yeah.
This is Charlie's can right here, and I be using it for a lot of stuff, so I cut the bottom out of it because it works really well. But remember, I told you this is a 2-egg deal. So let's get the skillet to heating. Well, I bet that piece of hog meat is done. It's got about the right color, so let's just move in right over here on the corner to stay warm. Now, we're going to take us some of this good Kerrygold butter. Yep, y'all have heard me use it before. It is some good stuff. I just want you to get some of there and put on your McMuffins. And I guess you could do this with a bagel, but it wouldn't be called an English muffin then. It'd be called a bagel, wouldn't it, Shan? McBagel bagel. And I just want you to lay these over here on the grill to let them go to warming, and then we'll toast them right there at the last. We got our old Griswold out there getting hot, we do. Now, folks, I'm going to cook 2 eggs in Charlie the Tuna can, but I need you to go ahead and grease them with something because you don't want the eggs sticking to the can. Grease the bottom of it just a little. Go ahead and set it right there in that skillet, and you can see it's just like the best pen you ever see. It's going to round them chickens up. Them cackleberries ain't going nowhere. So let's get these 2 in that skillet. If I can find a spot where it's nearly level. And remember, we did a perfect fried egg video, but this is not really so much fried as it is broke them yellers in there. We're going to let it cook. Crack them on a flat surface. Ooh, and some is trying to reach out that side. But it'll all be just right in the end. Well, while them is sizzling there in that little contraption, that Charlie can, let's go ahead and give them a little bit of salt and pepper. We're going to let them cook for just a while till they get just right. In fact, I'm going to let the fire down just a tad because we want them to get right there. Now, we have been cooking for maybe like 45 seconds. We need to go ahead and break the yeller in them eggs so they can spread out there a little. It's what you call scrambling in the can. Now, you can see a little leaked out under the little catch device there, but that ain't no big deal. You can either cut it off and throw it back in there or just let it hang off the sandwich all from the end. It's going to be pretty. So don't forget to break them yellers in there. Let them spread out just a little and just cook it slow. Then we'll see what's happening. Flip it over and whew, the goodness is going to commence. Well, folks, I want you to come over here and give it a little jiggle, and you can see there ain't nothing moving in there, so I think we can remove our apparatus. Looky there, and then let's just give him a flip. And looky there, it's looking like a round egg McMuffin egg. So let that go for just a little bit. I want you to go ahead and let's slide these over to the hot side now. We'll give them a little toasting on this side, and then we'll turn them over because I want that good crunch on that English muffin. But folks, it's about time to break out some cheese. And yes, y'all have seen me use a lot of cheese cooking here lately, but folks, you gotta have it. This is what makes things complete. Now, I'm just gonna lay him right there on that piece of ham to where he can just gingerly warm up. And the ham was feeling cold, so he needed a little cover on him. So we're getting there pretty close to this. I guarantee you we can take this and move it right over here because that egg is done and set up. And we're going to compare this all together before we ever put it to the sandwich so you can see the difference in the thickness and the size. Well, as this is all finishing up, folks, it's time to add one more piece of cheese. Yep, you heard it, one more piece of cheese. Just lay her right there on that Egg McMuffin and just let it sit. So we're just going to give that just a minute to melt. It ain't going to take it long. Then we'll put it all together and show you what's happening. Well, you can see I done whipped me up some special salve there to put on top of it. All it was a little mayonnaise, which was Duke's, some mustard, and a little bit of horseradish. And you can see the comparison there. Sure, everything is pretty well sort of close, but see how we have a protrusion of egg and meat outside the sandwich area itself, and that's what we were after. So let's just go ahead and do this, because I just want to look in there. And we're going to pull it right here like this here, so we can see that.
Wait, cut the other one.
And then we're
I
going
just want to see.
Cut this one and put it here. So you can see there is noticeable amount of difference.
The egg is really the only kind of similar deal.
Yeah, but that's just a 1 egg deal. And we got a 2 egg deal. So folks, I tell you what, we're going to do this comparison a different way today. We're going to take this, and then we're going to take this, and I'm going to give my 2 test subjects who have never had an Egg McMuffin a test. There's this one and this one. The tail wag meter is just so-so. So we're going to take some of this one, cut it again. Duker, now I want your honest opinion. How many tail wags am I going to get for the... Whoa, man! And the Big? Big says, yep, Dad's sandwich is better.
Do you have a morning shuffle? The McDonald's morning shuffle.
Get them golden arches. Be a break. No drive-up window for me, folks. You've done had your bite. Well, folks, the polls are in from the 2 taste testing wagging tail authorities, and they have what? Unanimously decided the Cowboy Egg McMuffin is truly the winner, and you can make it at your house and be a winner for everybody involved. Everything that we use will be listed down there in the little link below to where you can find it, because it is very easy to make, and it's about bringing family together. As always, I tip my hat to all our servicemen and women and all the veterans who have kept Old Glory flying over our camp no matter where we're at. Thank the first responders, truck drivers, all the medical professionals, everybody that's keeping us safe in these times. I'd like to thank Andy and Shan, especially because they make me look better than I really do. They do. They can Photoshop. So as always, thank you for watching. We'll be looking for you next Wednesday at 2:30 Central, not you. And I'll see you down the Cowboy Egg McMuffin Trail. Yes, I'd like to know you got notion. Rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby. Tip the boat over. Rock the boat, don't rock the boat, baby. Ooh, yes. Delicious time.